All right, let's move on to multi-platforming and Wombat's Overwatch Onslaught.
Sounds good.
There's some more loot box news.
Oh, it's been a while.
FTC is what's that?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. There's been a little break, but there's been too much money being made from the loot boxes. So the FTC has pledged to look into it and to investigate. The statement from the ESA, Wamba, I don't know if you had a chance to read this, but I'm going to read it to everybody right now. It's pretty much like you can go through each sentence, each line, and just say no to it. It's pretty fantastic. Here's the official statement from the ESA on loot boxes. Loot boxes are one way that players can enhance the experience that video games offer. Contrary to assertions, loot boxes are not gambling. They have no real-world value. Players always receive something that enhances their experience, and they are entirely optional to purchase. They can enhance the experience for those who choose to use them, but have no impact on those who do not.
That's not true.
Every sentence is fake. Okay, yes, loot boxes are one way that players can enhance the experience that video games offer. First of all, I don't know that loot boxes enhance the experience. When you get shit you don't like or want, I don't think anyone is feeling like the experience has been enhanced.
You know what it is?
It says can. They've covered themselves in that sentence. It can enhance the experience.
Well, no, we have a sentence where it says players always receive something that enhances their experience.
And here's the thing.
It's a different sentence.
Okay.
They can enhance the experience for those who choose to use them, but have no impact on those who do not. But those who do not, by what you're saying, they are not getting an enhanced version of that game. So It does impact you because your game is less enhanced than the person who purchases those loot boxes. So which is it? Do they enhance the experience,
that's exactly what
or
I'm talking
do they
about.
have no impact on those who do not buy them? It's not. It can't be both.
It can't be both. And here's another thing that can't be both. It says they have no real world value. Players always receive something that enhances their experience. If they have no real world value, you're selling them for money, which has real world value.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't resell them. It doesn't mean that they have no real world value. You just took my $5.
If you were able to sell, let's say you unlocked an in-demand skin for Overwatch, and you were able to sell it, the real world value to that skin that you randomly unlocked to sell to someone who didn't have to buy a loot box to randomly get it would probably be in the hundreds or thousands of dollars for certain skins.
The reason they have no real world value is because you said it that way. It's because the game maker said it that way.
But if you were allowed to sell it, the real world value for certain items in certain games would be, and we've seen it, in games where they had marketplaces, and some games that still do.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
it's crazy.
You know what it is? It's real world value is just, those words really don't mean much when you're talking about loot boxes. If you can buy it with money, I think that meets the definition that object has real world value. If you're selling it and people are buying it, you've proved that these loot boxes have real world value.
And the items in them have value, and just the chance to obtain that item has value.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because I can't resell it doesn't mean it doesn't have value.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. It's a horrible statement. I think when the FTC investigates it, they're going to look at this statement and be able to go through it just like we did and say, no, this is false and misleading.
I don't know. This is the same FTC that isn't this like Reese's Peanut Butter Cup guy? Is the guy who pulled the net neutrality? Isn't it the same?
Oh, is it?
I mean, I assume it's not like they changed hands.
Right.
I don't, that guy's kind of an idiot. So
well, nothing seems to happen really. Like, didn't they investigate those Counter-Strike Go gambling sites? And that was just like this, but those items have quote unquote real world value in the way that they're using those words, and that you can resell them. And these guys got caught promoting their own gambling service that they were, didn't disclose that they had a stake in, and they got a slap on the wrist. They didn't really I don't think anything happened to them. So I'm going to guess that nothing much is going to happen, but that statement is fucked up. That's laughable, almost as laughable as the Summer Olympics 2018. Different, but
Sure.
also good.